Good morning, Year 4. Happy Friday. Here's today's math lesson. Write today's short date and learning objective on the top of your next clean page in your maths book. Today we'll be learning how to add fractions. Press play when you're ready to make a start. Are you ready to get going? Get your pencil ready. We've got our daily challenge starter again. Choose your chili challenge, write the number on top and answer the 5 questions below. Lots of these questions are using skills that we've worked on this week, such as halving, doubling, multiplying by 100 and rounding to the nearest 100. These are all things that we've covered, so you should be really confident with. Pause the clip, give it your best shot and press play when you're ready to go through. Welcome back. Have you had a good go at that? Get your blue pen ready to mark your answers and get ready to shout them out at the screen. Let's start with the mild chili challenge. You had 120. What's half the number? 60, well done. Double the number. 240. Can you multiply the number by 100? Remember that each digit moves 2 places to the left. 12,000. Can you divide it by 100? So when we divide by 100, we do the inverse and we move each digit 2 places to the right. 1.2. Can you round to the nearest 100? So is 120 closer to 100 or closer to 200? That's right, we round it to 100. Spicy challenge, you had 230. Get ready to mark and shout your answers out. What's half the number? 115. Double the number? 460. Multiplied by 100? 23,000. Divided by 100? 2.3. Round to the nearest 100. Is 230 closer to 200 or 300? 200, well done. Hot challenge, your number was 2,324. What's half the number? 1,162. Double the number? 4,648. Can you multiply the number by 100? Can you read it out with me? 232,400. Well done. Can you divide the number by 100? Read it with me. 23.24. Well done. Can you round to the nearest 100? So is 2,324 closer to 2,300 or 2,400? That's right, 2,300. I hope you've got your maths brains warmed up. Let's move on to Skill Sharp. Yesterday you used your place value grid in your pack to help you to times by 100. Today we'll be working on the inverse. We're dividing by 100. Can you do it with me? So on your place value grid or in your book, wherever's easiest, write the number 500. We're going to divide by 100, so we're moving each digit 2 places to the right because the number's getting smaller when we divide. So let's move the 0 2 places, 1, 2, into the hundredths column. And this 0 2 places, 1, 2, the hundredths column, and the 5 2 places, 1, 2. So the answer is 5, or 5.00. 500 divided by 100 equals 5. Let's have a look at this one. Could you write 1,200 in the correct place in your place value grid? We've got 1,000 and 200. And we're dividing this number by 100. So each digit will move 2 places to the right. Do it with me. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 into the ones column. 1, 2 into the tens column. So 1,200 divided by 100 equals 12. What about a 4-digit number? Could you write this in the correct place on your grid? You've got 3,201. We're dividing it by 100, so we're moving each digit 2 places to the right. Do it with me. 1, 2. 1, 2. Into the ones and into the tens. So 3,201 divided by 100 equals 32.01. Great effort. Well done if you followed along with me. Now I'd like you to challenge yourself. Choose the chiller challenge and see if you can divide these numbers by 100 using the method I've just shown you. Pause the clip and press play when you're ready to go through. Good luck! Welcome back. Let's go through the answers. Mark them with your blue pen or a pencil and shout them out as I go through. 700 divided by 100 equals 7. 200 divided by 100 equals 2. 900 divided by 100 equals 9. 1,200 divided by 100 equals 12. 1,900 divided by 100 equals 19. 4,300 divided by 100 equals 43. 2,340 divided by 100 equals 23.40. 6,182 divided by 100 equals 61.82. 21,000 divided by 100 equals 210. Did you get those right? Did you use your place value grid? Well done for giving it a go. Let's move on to the next part of the lesson. We've been working on fractions all weeks. We've been working really hard and our brains, I think, are about to burst. We've worked that hard on our fractions. Today we're going to be looking at adding fractions. Can you help me with this question? Write it down with me in your book. Okay, let's count how many squares we've got all together, rectangles should I say, that we've got all together in one representation. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the denominator is going to be something ninths. Let's see how many is shaded then. Can you count with me? So we've got 1, 2, 2 ninths. Write this in your book. 2 ninths, add 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ninths. Add 1 ninth equals how many altogether? We've got 2, add 4 is 6, add 1 more is 7. So 2 ninths, add 4 ninths, add 1 ninth equals 7 ninths. Well done for giving that a go. Can you have a go at the one below by yourself? Pause the clip, give it a shot and press play when you're ready to go through it together. Welcome back. Have you had a go at this one yourself? First we needed to work out how many pieces are in one whole. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is out of ninths. Okay, how many have we got shaded? So we've got 2 ninths, added to 1/9, added to 1, 2, 3, 3/9. So that's 2, add 1 is 3, add another 3 is 6. 2/9 add 1/9 add 3/9 equals 6/9. Well done if you had a go at that yourself. Let's have a look at this one. We've got some missing boxes and we've got to complete the equation. So the denominator is the same all the way along, so it's going to be the same for the answer too. So we're making 5/6 altogether. So how many sixths have been made by the fractions given? Got 1/6 add 2/6. How many is that? That's 1 add 2. 3/6. So what else do we need to add to 3/6 to get 5/6? That's right, 2/6. 2 add 2 add 1 equals 5. Super. True or false? 4/11 add 2/11 add 3/11 equals 9/33. What do you think? The answer is actually false. Can you see where the mathematician's gone wrong? That's right, they've added the denominators, but the denominator stays the same because we're talking about 11 pieces for each representation. So 4/11 add 2/11 add 3/11 equals 9/11. What about this one? Can we complete the part whole? What will the denominator be? We've got 4/12, 1/12 and 2/12. So the denominator is going to be 12. Let's add up all the numerators. We've got 4, add 1, which is 5, add 2 more is 7. 4/12 add 1/12 add 2/12 equals 7/12. Let's see what Quinn says. She says 4/10 add 3/10 add 1/10 equals 8/30. Is she correct? No, Quinn is incorrect. Did you spot the mistake she made? She is incorrect because she has added the denominators the answer should be 8/10 because the denominator should stay the same. You've listened really well, Year 4. I think you're ready to start your independent learning. In your pack, you've got a sheet that looks like this, depending on what level you're working at. Some of the questions will ask you to count the shaded shapes to work out the total. Remember to count how many are in 1, and that number becomes the denominator, and the numbers that are shaded becomes the numerator, the top number. Remember the denominators stay the same, and you're just adding the numbers to find the answers as I've shown you today. If you get stuck, you can always rewind the video and watch the question again to help you with your answers, or you can drop me an email at the Year 4 email address. Remember to drop your maths books in so we can see the work that you've done. We can't wait to see how hard you've been working. We're so proud of you. Enjoy today's lesson, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.